Hello. I wanted to give an update on the Kratom legalization battle or I guess, criminalization battle, rather. And so what I did was I went to the regulations.gov website and I took a sample of 100 of the public comments. I just looked at the first 100 newest comments. Now there are 569 comments so far. I didn't review all of them, I just reviewed 100 of them because that makes it a lot easier to do percentages. So I found that 92% of the people who responded were opposed to a ban on Kratom. And of those opposed to the ban on Kratom, there were 2 nurses, a neuropharmacologist, a public health social worker, and a retired licensed specialist in school psychology. So that was impressive when people put their credentials. And then the majority of the comments were people that were Kratom users or who had a beloved family member or friend that was a Kratom user, where Kratom substantially improved their quality of life. There were some people that were for a ban on Kratom. There were 4 comments, 4%. And of those, there was a mother who wanted a Kratom ban because her daughter was an addict. I believe it was a heroin addict, and then kind of traded in heroin for Kratom as a way to continue getting high, and then just continued to act like an addict and not have her life together, and basically just traded one addiction for another. There was another mother whose 20-year-old son was in drug rehab, and he started using Kratom as a way to get high because it's not tested for, I guess, in drug court. Although I have heard that some drug courts do test for that. I guess in her son's case they didn't. Another family member who said they had another person that said someone in their family, they didn't want to give any more information, was an addict and then traded one substance for the other. Kratom for, I forget what the substance was, but traded whatever it was they were addicted to before and then used Kratom as a way to continue getting high, and then just still acted like an addict and didn't have their life together. And then one was submitted by someone that said their friend's boyfriend takes Kratom and freaks out. So I was thinking, okay, those are some valid points. And obviously, the number one thing that came to mind is that if your intention in taking Kratom is to continue to get high and you're not wanting to end your addiction, you're just kind of wanting to fly under the radar, then of course that's going to be a problem. And so the same as, if your intention of using something is to get high, then you're not going to use it right. You're probably going to take way more than you're supposed to. And mentally, if that's your intention, that's what you're going to do. There's lots of people that responded that said that they were addicted to something and used Kratom in order to get over an addiction and get off of what they were on. And that's a completely different mindset than somebody that is addicted to something, but now they're in trouble for being addicted to it, so they want to switch to something to fly under the radar and still get high. Something that would solve that, I was thinking to myself, was number one, an age restriction would probably help. The one woman who said her son was in drug court, he was 20. So maybe making Kratom just available to 21-year-olds and over would be good. That's what we do with alcohol. I don't know the ages of the other people that were having the addiction problems, but perhaps they were younger as well. And I was also thinking, some of the marketing for Kratom isn't very responsible, and they will market Kratom as a way to get high. And so, of course, that's going to attract people that want to take it because they want to get high, as opposed to people that want to get sober and get their life back on track, or are using it for just trying to get relief from pain or anxiety or depression. So marketing regulations seem like they would be the way to go. Don't market things and use language in a way that touts Kratom as a way to get high and way to get around drug tests. And don't use any imagery that makes it seem like a way to get high. I think that would be a great solution, because pretty much 100% of the people that wanted Kratom banned, it was because they knew someone that had a drug problem that wanted to continue getting high. So get rid of the marketing that targets that population. That would be a much better way to regulate Kratom than ban it completely outright and make 92% of the population unhappy. So that would be a good solution, I think. What do you think? Leave your comments below. Thank you.